Hello crafty friends, welcome to another clean and simple card video. Today we're going to use another sketch from our sketch booklet and a sentiment from the sentiment sheets that I shared in the last video. So if you want these, they're free to download from a link in the video description. So I was thinking what I'll do, because I cut them all out and put them in this little box, I'm just going to close my eyes and pull out one at random as a kind of lucky dip. So what have we got? Best wishes. The reason I cut them out roughly and put them in here is so that they're sort of ready to use. I can just grab one and on the day decide whether to cut it out properly with scissors or a trimmer or a die. So we've got a blocky best wishes and I'm going to flick through this again with my eyes closed and see what we get sketch-wise. Nothing, that's the middle pages. It's quite a thin booklet so it's hard to kind of flick. There we go. Ooh, so we've got a scribbly circle, a hexagon, a star, a banner, and a sentiment across the front. So I could take that really literally and use all those different elements, or I could swap out shapes and things. So I'm going to have a little think and a rummage through my dies and see what I fancy using. The first thing I'm going to do is cut out this best wishes with a stitched rectangle die. I'll line that up and hold it in place with some washi. So I'll just shuffle that along so it's going to chop that bit there so it's the right size. Hold it in place again and then just run the tip through the die cutting machine. So now I've got a nice perfectly formed sentiment. I've chosen a stitched hexagon and I've cut that from smooth white card, a stitched star and a stitched fishtail banner. And I've got this swirly die and these kind of whimsical circle dies. So I'm just going to see which one I like the look of best on my card. I don't think I'm going to put a panel on my card today. I don't need the whole of that. So that's oval-ish that way round and works with the orientation of the card. Could also do it that way round, that looks fine. I think I prefer the roundness of these. This is oval, those are more circular, so I think I prefer those. I'm happy with the individual elements and the layout. We just need to think about colour scheme now. I like how it looks white, monochromatic, but I like colour, so we're going to add some colour. So I could choose a colour, but I'm going to let the flick book decide because it's fun. So I'll close my eyes again and just flick through and see what we get. Kitsch Flamingo. So that's quite a bright pink. So I've got Kitsch Flamingo here and a splat stamp and I'm adding it as a kind of backdrop to my elements. Kitsch Flamingo is a red violet and roughly opposite it on the colour wheel will be a yellow green. That's bundled sage in my distress oxides. I quite like those two together. Just looking at what else I've got. I think cracked pistachio and Kitsch Flamingo would look nice. Ice spruce, maybe a bit dark. Pine needles a bit dark. Or speckled egg to keep it light and pastel. I think I might go speckled egg. So I'm going to do the hexagon speckled egg. And I've got this linen texture stamp, which is looking a bit pink now I'm looking at it. So I don't want to muddy things. Give that a bit of a clean. Yep, there's some pink coming off. Dry it with a microfiber cloth and then just ink up a little bit. This is a silicone stamp. You don't always get great impressions with silicone and distress oxides, but I'm only looking for a bit of colour and texture. Let's give that a good press down and see what we get. Yep, that's quite nice, quite delicate. What I might also do is just press it quite gently into the ink pad just to give it a little bit more colour. I don't want to do it too aggressively. Maybe just go around the edges, scrape that on there and that'll give it a bit more definition, I think. That's brought out some of the stitching detail. For the banner, I'm just going to blend a bit of this Kitsch Flamingo on. Now I'm wondering about a metallic, either a metallic star or the metallic circles, but I like the circles white, so I might put some metallic on this and just get some of this very pale gold and carefully paint it on. It'll be a bit blotchy, but that's okay. This is just regular smooth white card, which can handle a little bit of water. I'll hold that still with my tweezers and give it a dry. I think we'll just add a little bit more here and there. Blotchy's fine, but I want it to be evenly blotchy, if you know what I mean. And another dry. Right, I think I'm ready to start gluing things down now. I think the easiest way to add glue, whoops, that's quite a lot of glue, to my circles is to use a sponge dauber. I don't clean out my sponge dauber. It works perfectly well with glue embedded and dried on it. Just get my rule of thirds acetate grid and position that nicely in the middle of that top line there. And then we can add this up here like that. I think I need to chop a little bit off the top of my banner, and then I can glue that on the back of my star. Again, I'll use the grid to position my hexagon. And a T-square ruler just to make sure it's properly straight. And my eyeballs just to double check. Sometimes things that are properly straight on a card don't look straight. It really does depend on the kind of things you've got around it. So what matters more than being actually straight is whether it looks straight, if you want it to look straight. Right, glue on the back of this. And that can go on there like that. And then this can go on top of my star, bang in the middle of the card. Might not be bang on the third line, but it needs to be, oh it is. Just needs to shuffle over a little bit to the right. I think I want to add some gold circles. So I'm going to colour this, dry it, colour this, and then die cut it out with a tiny little circle die. Right, I think just a couple. 1, 2, 3 up there, maybe 1, 2, 3 down there. So I'm happy with those little circles. What I'm going to do to the circles on the whimsical circle die cut is just add some Morning Dew Nouveau drops. These will dry clear, so we'll just get some slightly dimensional glossy dots on our circle. If you get any in the wrong place, if you're quick, before it dries, just get tweezers or a pokey tool or a cocktail stick and just scrape it up gently. Right, there you go, another card made with one of the sketches. If you're making any cards this month using the sketches that I shared with you in the second video of the month, then do come along to my Facebook group and share some photos there. We'd all love to see what you create. And I hope you've enjoyed today's video and it's given you at least one idea of things you can do in your own card making. If it has, please do let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, all the good things, and I'll see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.